Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to put another clear coat on these cabinets, and I think he has decided for sure to order new countertops. Don't know when he's going to get to that, but these don't have like the backsplash over here, and like this one there's a gap there. He wants to get a shorter counter, close that in a little bit, just a nicer look, and I don't blame him. I'm not crazy about these counters, but he did say that I could have these counters if I wanted them just to play with and experiment for you guys. So that's cool. The backsplash, I picked up these colors at Home Depot when I was doing my niece's room, and I think he's going just with white. So we're gonna paint that white. I'm gonna put some poly on that. But we have completely trashed this house while we've been doing makeovers, Bella's room, the kitchen, all that. And yeah, so I'm going to clean this place up for him. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a cleaning video as well. It is pretty bad, and fixing to post today's video, which is my niece's bedroom. So that's fixing to post. Got all kinds of painting supplies here. I'm just going to try to group this together and, you know, make that as neat as I can. But I've got a bunch of brushes that after we washed out, we brought in, and they're just soaking in the sink. So anyway, going to move on in here. Going to clean this table off. Get this trash out from Bella's room, group some of his tools together. This needs to be painted and finished. We got a lot to do here. We got a lot to do here. But it'll keep me busy, right? Keep me busy, and that's what I like. I like to stay busy.
Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long, want you all night, 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 want you all night. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be.
You all have seen that some of these cabinets already have a first coat of poly on them. Some of them don't, and some I took down, some I didn't. Some of these cabinets, I could not get the screw out of the hinges to take them down. Some, it was just because they were old and the screws actually broke off in the cabinet. But then some of these had a different head on them, so I had to wait and let him put a different attachment on there, find me an attachment that would fit so that I could get those down. So if you're wondering why some of the cabinets I painted while they were up and then some we took down, you'll know why. You'll see later in this video that I do come in and I replace a lot of these hinges. I haven't gotten to all of them yet, but I do replace most of them. I've got basically all of the top cabinets done, and I hang those doors back up. You'll see that too. And then I start on the bottom.
Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Hey, like me, I love when you groove like that. Boy, can't you talk to me? It's what I want the most in my life. They say you're out of my league, but I don't give a no. Deep down, I know you want it. You wanna take a leap and jump in. Oh. You wanna fall in love. You get me spinning, wouldn't it be awesome if you just kiss me slowly and had me in your arms? If I could make you see it, baby, would be something to make the starlight jealous up above. Oh, you make me up, hey, lights go out when I see you moving up, hey, like me.
the day that my niece's room reveal was posted. And as some of you may have noticed, I cut the comments off on that video. Like 99% of you guys were amazing. You all were talking about how pretty the room was, her reaction, and how we love each other and come together and do projects and all this stuff. And that video was so special to me because it had a lot of my family in it, and it showed just all the support I had, people stopping by, all that. At the same time, there were a few rude comments. There were some comments saying that and not everyone got a hug, not everyone got a thank you, not everyone was appreciated. And let me just address that. Just because you guys don't see me take a shower on YouTube does not mean that I don't take a shower every single morning. I had about 7 or 8 hours of footage when we did that room, and I dwindled that down to like 30 minutes. You guys do not see every single thing that happens. Did we all get a hug and a thank you? Yes. We spent about 30 minutes in that room looking at everything and talking to Bella about everything. As a matter of fact, when Shonda got a hug, my brother was standing in front of the camera, and it was focused on like his back pocket and his elbow, his arm, and you couldn't hardly even see her hug Shonda, but what you could see of it was blurred out because it was focused on my brother, not her. I'm not going to leave things like that in my videos. Had I left that in, I would have got comments saying, oh, your footage was terrible. We couldn't even see that, all this stuff. I am redoing my brother's whole house. And after that happened, he told me, he said, I'm second guessing you even filming anything else in my house. And I was like, Billy, you have to understand that like 99% of these people really love us. They really do. And they're kind. And he got that. He did. He was like, I know. I read the comments and they were the nicest people. And I appreciate that so much. I just don't have the tolerance for ignorant people or ignorant comments. And I told him, I said, that's exactly why I don't even read the comments a lot of times. There are a whole lot of times I don't read the comments, or I have to be in a really good state of mind so that I can laugh those comments off. I have received screenshots of things that are being said, and I had taken a step back from YouTube a little bit. I've done a lot at my brother's house, and I've not filmed it because I'm just over the ignorance of a lot of people. I do feel misunderstood. I feel that I'm an open book, and with that, I've overshared a lot of things. I don't owe anyone an explanation on who I live with, whose name my house is in, if my kids drink diet drinks or regular drinks, how much sugar I allow my kids to have. I don't feed Flash because I don't feed him on camera, so therefore he don't get fed. I mean, there are just a whole lot of ignorance that comes along with doing this, and I just had to take a step back, and I've worked on his house a lot this week. We actually are redoing my nephew's room right now. I did film a little bit of that yesterday, but, yesterday I was like, I'm not even putting it up. Like, I'm just done. This is just, it is extra income for me. It's not my main source of income. I've had people ask me, do you work? Is this your only job? That's none of anybody's business. It's not. I do have other income, and it's not anybody's business, whether it be child support, alimony, though it's ridiculous. Like, no, it's not none of your business where my money comes from or how much I've got in my savings account, any of that. I mean, no. So, it's not that it hurts my feelings and it makes me want to quit. No, it's not that at all. It's that a lot of people want to hide behind a computer screen. Don't come at me with ignorance. And if you're here for that, leave. I don't want you. I don't care about my numbers. I don't care about my views. I don't care about my subscriber number. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me are the 99% of you guys that show up and love me unconditionally, that cheer me on, that pray for me, that have an IQ level to see past that this is 30 minutes out of 48 hours. I mean, most of you guys have some common sense. There are a little bit of you that don't. I get that when you put yourself out there and you expose your life and your family and all that to the whole world, there are going to be questions, and I feel like I've answered those questions. I've answered who pays what bills and who sleeps where and who does this and who does that. I've answered that. There's nothing new to share with you. When it's said that you can tell by the look on my face when I say things that I'm lying, go away. Just go away. But for the ones of you that are here that are so sweet and so precious to me, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. You're the reason I do this. You know, for those of you that laugh and mock me because I share my devotional, or, you know, say that I love Jesus and that he loves you too, you're the one that needs to hear that. You are the very one that needs to hear Jesus loves you. I'm not for everyone. I'm not. I've said that all along. So if I do something that upsets you, if I don't do it the right way, if I'm not feeding my dog on camera, if I'm not showing you my tax returns and my bank statements and having a camera live 24/7 in this house so you can see who sleeps where, I'm so sorry, but I don't think you've got that in your home either. So with that being said, that is it. That's the last time I will address it. I will continue to be me, and I will continue to put content up for the ones who appreciate it, the ones who want to see it, the ones that have gotten attached to us and love us. I will continue to do that and to try to be as open and honest as I can be without oversharing at the same time. You know, I'm a big girl. I don't care what anybody says about me, but when you come at my family, it's just kind enough to allow me in their home. You know, when I did Debbie's home, my aunt, that happened with her too. There were some very rude comments and some people that were just extremely rude. And it's not your business and it's not your place to say those things. So if you've not got anything nice to say, don't say it. Just go watch somebody else. There's plenty of people out there. There are perfect people on YouTube out there for you to watch. I promise there's a lot of people that portray themselves to be perfect on here. Go watch them. That's cool. And I know there are so many of you that will say you don't owe an explanation to anybody. You don't need to even address, hate and all that stuff. And, no, I don't. But if you see that I'm not as open and sharing things that I've shared in the past, that's why. If you have questions on anything personal in my life, you can go watch my past videos and figure it out. If you're not here for the right reasons and you still continue to watch, thank you. I'll take your check to the bank. I will. I appreciate the view and the support.
On my way to a weekend rumble, I forgot to check where the party was at. Roaming around without any trouble, I began to ask everybody I met, singing, just a shot away from the corner where I used to play with my friends as a kid. I saw a man with a pulled-up collar playing banjo with an invisible stick, singing, sing now, I turn around and wave to a kid who is riding on his bike. Another day to spend doing nothing, just wait until the night. And if you find salvation, it's the only thing to do. You don't have to look no further, 'cause I'll take care of it for you. I'll take care of it for you. Why do I have to be so humble when the rest of the world doesn't care about a thing? It's such a waste of a generation due to nothing about the condition we're in, saying, sing now, I turn around and wave to a kid who is running on his bike. Another day to spend doing nothing, just wait until the night. And if you find salvation, it's the only thing to do. You don't have to look no further.
We still have a lot more projects planned for this home. Of course, I'm going to finish this kitchen, and when he gets new countertops, I will share that with you. Even if I'm already gone, I'll come back and film that. That way you guys can see the updated look. But I think we are going to do something with the dining room table soon. I don't know if he's going to get another one or if I'm going to refinish that one and maybe reupholster those seats because they are dirty. I do need to bring my carpet cleaner out here and use the attachment and clean those seats and see if I can just get those clean for the time being. But right now we're working on Jalen's room. He's the oldest out of the three. He is Bella's older brother. So we're working on his room right now. He'll be here on Saturday, tomorrow, to see his room. And I can't wait because it's epic, guys. This room is epic. You all are going to love it. You're going to flip out. I know you will. I'm so excited about it. I am going to go out there today and do some, and I will film some of it. I may not go into as much detail as I did with Bella's and just not leave as much real life in, but I will throw some of that up. We are going to work on his ceilings. I know in Bella's room, we talked about shiplapping that ceiling. We may do that. I know that Elijah, the youngest, is going to want his room redone. But I did tell him that I'm not going to do his room until he declutters it, because you can't walk in there. You probably noticed as I was painting that hallway that his room is like Toys R Us exploded in there. So the hallway, the reason I was painting that hallway is because we had some white paint left over in a tray, some Kills paint that we had put in a trash bag. So I was just using that up, and I looked around. I was like, where can I use this paint up? I don't want to pour it back in there. It's not a whole lot. So I seen the hallway, and it needed just a coat of primer on it before we can paint that and finish the trim. So that's what I did there. But you could not walk in this house. We had completely trashed it out when we did Bella's room, and it was late that night when we were leaving, and they were picking up, and I was like, guys, just don't. I'll come back tomorrow, and I'm going to work on the cabinets, and I'll clean. So I'll clean up a little bit. That was my mess mainly, so they just left that for me to do. So that's what I'm doing here, getting all of that cleaned up, picked up, and organizing a little bit of the chaos. You guys know when you do a home project, you've kind of got a little area that you just go to for your paint and supplies and things like that. And that's kind of been the kitchen floor in his house, and the dining room too. The dining room table catches a lot of junk, so we've just got a mess. So I just wanted to clean that up. I wanted to mop the floors up just because I had spilled paint here and there. There were drips, and it was just a mess. My kids were in and out all weekend. You guys seen all that. So I just wanted to clean up his house a little bit before I moved on to Jalen's room. I know this kitchen's taken me a while. I'm kind of doing a little bit here and then going to another room, and a little bit there and going to another room. But when his kids are here, it's hard for me to paint those cabinets because they have to use this kitchen. So I'm kind of doing a little bit when they're not here to the kitchen. But then at the same time, when they're not here, I'm trying to work on their rooms and get those done for them too. And I'm doing it when Heather can help, and when Shonda's off work and can help, and when my brother's home from work and can help. So I'm just doing things as I can. And I know it is so random and out of order to you guys, but if you'll just bear with me, that's what we're doing. So if you're here for it, thank you. And if I'm just too random for you, then I'm sorry. That's just how it's going to work right now.
No signs, and you stole my time, and I live my life with you. Should have known that you'd never make it through. Stole my time, and I live my life with you. Should have known that you'd lose. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery, 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 robbery. Came to be a little fuzzy, honey. I didn't know what you wanted from me. Rather heard it from the beginning that you didn't know what you were feeling. Never ever really crossed my mind that you were just hanging around. Never ever really crossed my mind that this would end up upside down. Oh. You and me cheated for a long time. You had me fooled and there were no signs. And you stole my time, and I live my life with you. Should have known that you'd never make it through. Stole my time, and I live my life with you. Should have known that you'd lose. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery, 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 robbery. people knew her by her will, to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers, talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survived the wheel, even though she got knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an easy egg. I remember her in songs, decades old, but it doesn't matter.
I had dripped some paint here and there on his tile floor, so a lot of that just mopped up, but what didn't come up, I just put some of this pink stuff, the pink stuff cleaner, on that, and I let it sit just for a minute. And then when I went over it, I did take my fingernail and just loosen it up, and it came right up, so I got all that off. He told me, he was like, don't worry about paint drips. I can take a razor blade to that tile floor and it'll come right up. But I did scrape that up for him and just gave this floor a good mop. I know that we've tracked in so much just from running to the garage, cutting things in, out, all that stuff, and everybody in and out. So I just wanted to try to stay on top of the mess a little bit and get that cleaned up for him.
Waking up an easy egg.
Talking to each other, I know we feel the same about the situation, like we're stuck inside a game. Time to get out of this circle, yeah, we both carry a scar. Let's rewrite the part we're playing, time to cherish who we are. The only thing I ever wanted starts with us taking the chance, not like anything we've done before, yeah. Now it's time for something better, and time for us to follow our dreams. No, we can't stay no more. Come run away, don't be afraid, we'll be okay. And I know it's the right thing to do, let's break away. All colors will fade, let's go our own way. Now's the time to decide what to do, and I'll stand by you.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are at my brother's and I'm going to work on these cabinets today. He did end up ordering new hinges. I know everybody said to just spray paint those, but those are nasty. They're disgusting. They're old. There's rust spots on them. And I know we could clean them up and do that, but he found some super cheap on Amazon. So we're going to see if those will work. Hopefully they will, and we'll get these cabinets hung up. I still need to work on the bottom cabinets and put some more poly on these, so we're gonna see what we can get done. And yeah, so let's go. So here are the hinges that he ended up getting, and then there are bumper pads, clear bumper pads in here too. So we're gonna put these on the cabinets. We're gonna get these cabinets hung, get them put up. So we're gonna open up one pack of these. Yeah, that looks exactly like what he had, so that will be so much better. So we're gonna get these cabinets hung up.
You're full of confidence and cheap color.
lot of money if he just sprayed those, but he is the one that wanted new ones. He's the one who ordered them and paid for them. So they look good though. They're exactly like his old ones, so it's perfect.
I think that I'm going to hiding somewhere by a gated star. Baby, they ain't never gonna find me. I'm a renegade. I could be the one who saved you from this hard place. We could be as one.
The only thing different about the new hinges was where the holes lined up inside the cabinet that actually screws to the cabinet part, not the door. His old one just took one big screw. It was one hole. The new hinges took two screws, and it was like one above the old hole and one below it. So I used a drill bit just to get that hole started. That way, when I held the cabinet up, the screw would go in more easily, because it's super hard to hold a cabinet door up in the exact spot it needs to go and to screw that up. The way his hinges were, it was 3.5 inches up from the bottom of the cabinet. So I used to tape measure just to get those in the right spot so that they all looked the same. So as I said earlier, he wanted the backsplash just to stay white after he's seen the different colors and the samples. So I had put a coat of primer on that backsplash right there, and I just wanted to go ahead and jump in there and get that painted. And then I put a coat of poly over the other ones. I haven't put poly on this one yet. I was waiting for it to dry, but one of you guys recommended that I put a coat of poly on the backsplash just so it wipes off easily, and that's great. That made such a difference once the other part dried. I could tell such a big difference. So anyway, just painting that backsplash white again. I went ahead and jumped to the bottom cabinets. I just wanted to sand down this little door a little bit. I had him look at the hinge on this door, like the Lazy Susan, just to see if it was the same hinge, because I didn't want to take those off yet. If they were different hinges, it looked a little different to me, but it ends up they're the same. So I'm going to take those down and then replace the hinge, paint underneath where the hinge goes, all that. I just wanted to jump ahead and just see what the bottom cabinets were going to look like this color too. I'm going to go ahead and read my devotional to you guys today, and today's is Empty Stairs, and that's Psalm 69:20 if you want to go back and read that. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. It's not true, is it? The raw pain of an insult can almost be worse than a broken bone. You will know what it feels like to be accused of things you haven't done, or even worse, be made to feel ashamed for things that you have done. You can probably think of a time when you made a mistake and others were there to ungraciously point out that mistake. It's such a relief when you find that one person who will reach out to you and show you grace and comfort. Be thankful today for those people in your life who you know would be the ones to stand up for you in your times of greatest shame. When you feel embarrassed or guilty, can you draw upon God's grace that releases you from shame? Well, that devotional was sure enough fitting for today. You know, whoever says words don't hurt, don't live in the same world I live in. Words do hurt. And it's easier said than done just to say, let it go in one ear and out the other, brush it off, whatever. There's times I can do that, and then there's times that it just hits me in the wrong mood, I guess, and it just bothers me. I will say that I'm not one to back down or to let things like that stop me from what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to be me. I'm not imitating anybody else, and I'm not living a fake life for YouTube. I have been 100% open and transparent with you guys, and I'll continue to be. Have I overshared? Yes. Have I said things and told you guys things that were none of anybody's business? Yes. And I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't answer to anybody but God and myself, and that's all I'm worried about. My friends, my family, my friends on here, you guys that know me and have watched me from the very beginning, know my story, you all are what matters to me. So, you know, if you're facing something like that, I understand words hurt. It hurts to be criticized and not to be understood. But you know what? That's just life. There's going to be people like that. I've told my kids, even when they were in school, bullies happen in school, but bullies are in your workplace. Bullies are in your life. So, you know, you just have to learn to have tough, thick skin and to brush it off. And it's not easy, and it does hurt. But you know what? It makes you stronger. But I love you guys. I truly do love you that are here for me, that support me, that message me, show up for me, show me support. You guys are amazing. And you're what I'm here for. I feel like you guys need me as much as I need you. And it is true. So anyway, I love you guys. Jesus loves you guys. He loves me. He loves us all, no matter what. He loves the ones that spread hate. He does. He loves you. Talk to him. Ask him to soften your heart. And then maybe you can be a help to someone too. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Be a friend to the lonely, the joy that he showed me. Make the broken